In this video, we're going to look at Kidblog. Kidblog is a blogging site specifically designed for elementary and middle school students. With Kidblog, each student in your class would receive a blog, but you as the teacher maintain complete control over student blogs. There are no student email addresses required to set up the blog. You set up the class and then give your students access to the blog. It's free and it takes just 20 seconds to create a class. So let's click over here on Go For It and look at the form that we need to fill in. So here's your to create your free account, you're going to need to click a username. This is what you will use to log in as. This is a password that is for your account to manage the classes. Put in your email account, give your class a name, for example, Mrs. Anderson's class or biology 4th period, whatever you think is appropriate. Type in the verification code and then scroll to the bottom and click Create a Class. It'll take just a few seconds and then you will see your new class blog set up. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at your control panel or your dashboard. So here, if you're not already on your control panel, go ahead and click the control panel link on the upper right hand side of your screen. This is your control panel or your dashboard. This is where you will manage your blog and your students' blogs. Here you'll be able to see a quick shot of your blogging activity. You'll know how many posts have been published, how many posts you have pending, and how many you have approved. You'll be able to see recent comments right here, and you'll be able to see recent posts right here. The first thing that we're probably going to want to do is add some students to our class. So up here we're going to go ahead and click on the Users tab. And you can see here that I have already added some students. You will also be able to see your teacher account right in here. You can add students in two ways. So if we click on Add New Users, we can see that we can bulk create new users by uploading a CSV file. If we click on that, it will give you the instructions for adding users in a bulk file. You can simply follow those instructions and upload your users. If you don't have very many students to add, then I would suggest just doing them manually. So we also have an Add New Users button here where we can click that and we can put in the username. I would go ahead and give the students their own name for their username. And if you have more than one student with the same first name, you might want to add a last initial, but I would not use last names. And then give them a password, something that you think is going to be easily remembered by the student. You will see here that you can assign users different roles. So you are the administrator of the blog. You could also give another teacher access to your blog. You can create a guest account. Students obviously would be under the student role. Go ahead and click Add New User. And then we will see that Scott has been added to our list. If we click back on All Users, we will see all of our users in a list format. You'll notice that we can easily edit students by simply hovering over that student's name. We will be able to edit that information, and we can also remove a student by clicking the Remove link. It will give you a reminder that you're about to remove the user. Go ahead and click OK if you want to remove. We'll go ahead and click Cancel. So that's how simple it is to add users. Let's take a look at some of the other settings within your dashboard. So we'll click on the Settings tab. Within the Settings tab, you come to your general settings. You could change the class title here if you wanted to. There are other themes that are available within Kidblog, not very many, and whichever theme you choose, all of your student blogs will match that theme. The time zone is specified for you. If that's wrong, you might want to go ahead and change that. One thing that you might want to think about doing if you have iPads and iPod Touches in your classroom and you plan to have students blog with those, you might want to check the Enable Native Publishing on those devices and make sure the WordPress app is installed on those devices. Choose your date format. If you've made any changes here, you'll want to click Save Changes. All right. In the next video, we're going to show you how to create a post, and then we'll show you what it looks like from the student side.